Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Glue in the Garage. If you've been following my journey to manual swap this car, it turned into a whole big engine refresh at the same time. Things just happened in the car world. So, as you can see, I've done some things off camera. Yeah, I'll show you guys. I've done some stuff off camera. As you can see, I got the water pump on, power steering pump, alternator, all that fun stuff, all the pulleys, the AC compressor. I redid the coolant lines, all the little stuff that I feel is going to give me a pain inside the car. It's kind of boring stuff. I figure you guys wouldn't see that. But also, if you guys follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you see that I got my exhaust on and I use these really cool studs that turn the stud into external torques. So it's a lot easier to get the studs on and everything like that, which helped me get the exhaust on. So I did that, motor mounts are on. Now we can finally hook up the transmission. So a little bit about the transmission. It's a GetRag 5-speed. I've had it for a few years now, just sitting in the shed, waiting for this day for it to be made to the engine. So as you can see, I had a small problem. So let's go back a few days and discuss the issue. So the original audio I had for this video got corrupted somehow, or Adobe wouldn't read it correctly, so decided to do this voiceover. So I took the transmission to Davis Metalworks in West Creek, New Jersey. He's a good friend, and I work with him actually for my day job, which is working for a general contractor. So he's done some work with us in the past. He actually recorded these clips for me for this video, so thank you again, Brett, for hooking it up, especially for the fix and these videos to come support the channel. If you're located either in the Central Jersey or South Jersey area, hit up Brett from Davis Metalworks. I'll put his information in the description below, but really nice guy, very professional, communications on point. He does anything you could think of. Unfortunately, he does not have a lift, so don't ask him to weld and stuff underneath your car, but he does a lot of custom fabrication and everything like that. So again, it's Brett with Davis Metalworks. So yeah, he fixed this up for me in about a day, and yeah. So thanks again, Brett. You're the homie. You really saved me on this one. Here's the final product of the welds. Pretty nice, very nice beads, very strong, so shouldn't give us a problem. A little bit of recap. Found a crack in it, had to get it welded, and we have it all fixed up now. So again, huge shout out to my boy Brett at Davis Metalworks over there in West Creek, New Jersey. If you are in need of any welding, anything like that, cast aluminum, stainless steel, anything in the world, Brett does it. Very nice guy, gets it done very quick, very honest guy, gets back to you, communication spot on. So Brett, if you're watching this, thank you again. And so the next step is to get the trans mounted to the engine. I decided to take a little more safe approach when it comes to reinstalling the engine. So I went out, I bought one of those levers for the engine crane and everything like that, just to make everything better, I guess, and more safe. So, attach it to the points and everything. So, this engine's about to come off the engine stand, and it hasn't came off this engine stand since September. No, it hasn't come off the engine stand since October, since when I originally pulled this engine out. And today's the day it's gonna finally come off. We did all the work, the hard work is just starting to show. So, let's get this thing off. All right, so as always, there's problems when it comes to doing anything. I don't have pressure plate bolts, so I gotta run to Lowe's and see if they have pressure plate bolts anywhere. And hopefully I have the right ones, and hopefully this all works out. Oh wow, this oil and dirt makes me look like I have a mustache. Problem is, guys, I can't grow a mustache. So, yeah. Be right back. Ugh. Lowe's came in clutch, so we can get the rest of the flywheel and everything on. I knew this was gonna happen because working on cars, when you start putting it all back together, you realize what you're missing. And yeah, unless you have everything and you just plan it beautifully, every single car guy that I've ever met has struggled with the same problem. So, get the clutch on, pressure plate on, and then we can finally bolt up the transmission. All right, now hopefully this noise is satisfying. Ah, man. Well, no, it's not. That sucks. But everything slips in there nice and smooth, aligned. All right. Now we can get the transmission on. So the struggles continue. Apparently, there's something that I oversaw. So the clutch kit I got came with a throwout bearing that first doesn't fit on the input shaft of my GetRag 220, and then I have a Sash one that also doesn't fit it. So originally I bought the Sash one so I didn't have to use the eBay one, but neither one of these fit. So now we're at a standstill again. So now I gotta do research. I think it's mainly because the transmission this car came out of, I did some research, and I bought this transmission almost 3 years ago. And luckily, I don't delete messages, so I found the Facebook listing that I bought it from, and it came out of a 325i, and now, but it doesn't say the year. So I gotta do some backtracking, but maybe that can help me narrow it down to what years that those came out of. So yeah, now we're stuck again. So it could be either tomorrow or a couple days from now that we finally get the motor inside the car. So bear with me, and I'll keep you guys updated. So to be continued. And we're gonna fast forward to a couple of days when I have the part and I can finally put the goddamn transmission on the engine and then get it in the car. So let's fast forward a few days.
A few moments later.
Okay, a few days later, we finally got the right throwout bearing. For anyone who is having the same issue as me, my transmission came out of a 325i. I didn't know the year, but I'll put the part number somewhere right here of the clutch bearing that worked, or the throwout bearing that worked for my Get Rag 220. If anyone's having a hard time looking through forums and everything like that, I got this part off Rock Auto, pretty cheap. It is an NL part number, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. You're not even gonna be able to see it, but I'll put this in a part number, and then I'll put also the part number that I looked up on Google, and it should give you this throwout bearing. I'll also put it in the description as well. So if anyone's having this issue, what I'm having, I got it. I figured it out. So, yeah, now that the transmission is all prepped up, I put a new pivot ball in there, and that's really it. The spring clip and all that fun stuff. So now put the slap throwout bearing in there, and then we'll attach the transmission to the engine. Let's get to it. Wait a fucking minute. It's not the same fucking thread pitch. If this doesn't show you that I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna show you. Here's our clutch, right? All beautifully installed and everything like that. Fit beautifully, no complaints. Now, you see the teeth in there? In the clutch? Yeah, that's not what's on this spline right here. Yeah, so that is my bad on my part. So I have 22 splines here on the input shaft of the transmission, and I got a 10 spline clutch. So I gotta do some research and try to order a new clutch. Maybe I get to keep the flywheel from this kit. I don't know. This sucks. It's a few days later, and I got the transmission on. So I got the right clutch now. It's in there. It fit beautifully. Everything is in there, nice and tight. Transmission is bolted on. But to explain the problem a little further, so I kind of had to, I guess, Frankenstein this whole thing together. But the clutch I got in my original clutch kit is a 10 tooth, and on the transmission, it's a 22 tooth. So obviously, 10 and 22 not the same. So I bought a different clutch. It came in today, put it on. Didn't come with an alignment tool, so I had to make one using a rag, some electrical tape, and this extension to get it aligned. A little bit of some backyard mechanic got this transmission to be bolted up to the engine, which now I can officially say we have a manual car. So super stoked on it. I'm hyped as anyone can believe. Unfortunately, we're not getting this engine in this video, but definitely in the next video, we'll have this engine in there, all bolted down, final up, or button up, the interior stuff, get the new shifter in, clutch lines, all that fun stuff. But next video, we are going to be putting this in the car, hopefully first start. I'm hopeful. We'll see how that goes, because so far, again, the transmission on this thing has been a pain in my ass. So, thank you guys for joining in on this episode of the E46 manual swap / rebuild / first project car / me getting started out on YouTube. I appreciate all the views I get. even though they're, not as many as the other ones that get videos, the most popular YouTubers and everything, but everyone's got to start somewhere. I'm a new person on the block when there's thousands of already established people on the automotive YouTube side. So all I'm trying to do, again, is just kind of inspire you guys to do this yourself and have a little fun with it. Thank you to all my loyal subscribers. But yeah, enough rambling. Thank you guys for joining on this episode of Goonie Garage. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a great night and peace.